Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here. We are back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. This is for the week of January the 9th, 2020. The current challenge is Ame-Comi Catwoman. That's a 1 week repeat. And the required characters for that are Bane, Joker, and Killer Frost, who are silver, and challenge gold, respectively. So not the best for new and incoming players. Her passive is Nasty Scratch, which gives a 25% chance to apply bleed, damage over time, and power drain effects on combo ender. And I should say it's bleed, damage over time, not bleed, damage over time, power drain effects. It's not a 3-point list.
Right.
Stacks 3 times. Got pretty good high stats, 1200 attack and 1400 health. And as far as our notes go, it looks like she was last available in May 2019, earlier this year.
Yeah, all right, so I think we both want to like her, but she's not helping us out. On the one hand, she's got fast basic attacks like all the Catwomans. I never know. Batmans. And the bleeding damage over time on her special one, it stacks, which is great. It makes her a great teammate to really ramp up the damage.
Yeah.
On the other hand, her passive isn't really that useful. It's in a lot of ways it's almost like a no passive character, simply because it triggers so seldom. Mm-hmm. So if there's only a 25% chance to apply the bleeding damage over time and power drain, and the combo ender only triggers maybe half the time, mm-hmm. you're getting maybe like a 1 in 8 chance that it'll happen with any tap combo.
Yeah.
And on top of that, so it stacks 3 times. So who cares? By the time you've done, how many combos do you need to do? You need to do like what? At least, or not at least. I mean, there's no minimum. You could trigger it twice in a row if you were lucky, right? But on average, you're doing that like what, 15, 16 times to even stack it.
Twice,
I guess.
Yeah.
What's the language when you do that?
A single stack to get 2 on at the same time.
So it'll almost never happen 3 times unless maybe you're fighting like a boss.
Yeah, the thing about it is that it's a 25% chance that's not good, right? You could have it be a 50% chance, a 75% chance, even a 100% chance, and then even so, it would only, be marginally useful. You still might not even want to do tap combos, even if it was a 100% chance, right? Yeah. But at 25%, you definitely, it doesn't change your strategy at all, I think.
Yeah, so my problem is I really haven't found a use for her. She's, it's a gold Catwoman, that's great, but as far as gold Catwomen go, Arkham Knight Catwoman and Batman Returns Catwoman are both much better.
Yeah.
Because, Arkham Knight, her damage over time doesn't rinse, and Batman Returns boosts the damage over time. She sort of doesn't really do much at all because the number of times you get a combo ender, and that's even if you're using tap combos, right? Her swipe combo is great too.
Yeah, that's the problem. For passive like this, I think what they would really need to do is boost the damage of the tap combo.
Yeah.
To make it worthwhile, right? And if they did that, then it would be more useful, more interesting, even if it was still only 25% of the time.
Yeah, so it would be game-changing? Yeah, for sure.
Not even game-changing, just strategy-changing.
Yes. Well, so here's the thing. I would almost rather... My personal preference would be it would trigger more often than to trigger bigger, but I could see the value in both of those. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so this week's multiplayer award is Blackest Night Doomsday, whose passive is Dark Momentum, which is well tagged in. Doomsday special attacks build up over time to do a total of 2 times damage. Stats are 1050 attack and 1400 health. And last available July 2019, if our notes are right.
Right. So, they're decent stats, and he's had enough seasons now that he should be reasonably available to non-hackers at an Elite 10 level now that Breakthrough has included him in the rotation.
Yeah.
So how that works out in terms of building up to 2 times damage is that there's a 1/3 boost to his specials damage for every 7 seconds that he's in play. And so another one of those things where it seems like it might be an interesting passive, but practically it's probably not that great because you can't really lean into it the same way. So his passive means that he won't be the star of your team. Because in my mind, the star needs to be your first damage dealer, and in the Tantu Totem world, that means tagging immediately for specials.
Yeah.
And, he could be your first guy, but you're getting no benefit from his passive if you do that, right? For the first 7 seconds where the fight might actually be done already. And so he really needs to be, I think, on a Blackest Night team with Hawkgirl, because her passive that revives Blackest Night teammates makes him a little more tanky, so he has a better chance of surviving, the full 21 seconds you need to double his specials and take advantage of his passive. And I mean, he sort of could be okay as your specialist, but then how do you gear him? Do you gear him to get to his specials faster, or do you make him more tanky so that he can survive long enough to take advantage of his passive?
I think it's probably still boosting specials as normal for specialist.
Yeah, you know what?
And then just coincidentally taking the extra damage if your fights are a little longer, because I feel like if you just make him tanky, then he sort of sucks.
There's just too many other good Blackest Night options, right? Like if you're forced to use Hawkgirl because of Doomsday, Flash is better, and Batman is better too because he's got the is it Martian Manhunter or is it Batman that has the unblocked specials?
Isn't that Martian Manhunter?
It might be. So I mean,
there's cycles between stuff.
Yeah, there's just so many good options that he's not, to my mind, he's not in the top 3 Blackest Night characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. In the store, we have the Earth 2 Solomon Grundy pack for $25.96 Canadian, which is a significant increase from last week's $12.99. It's, double price, but still no credits.
Yeah.
You'd expect with the increase in price, they would do the thing that they normally do with the 100,000 credits, but this is really nothing. It's only one copy, won't unlock in your store. It's probably what next week's challenge is, but it's not particularly useful to anybody who's actually interested in spending money. Yeah. And that's actually the only thing in the store this week that you can buy.
Slim pickings.
Yeah.
And it feels worse because they finally removed the Christmas packs, and there was a time where the last week's packs would linger, so there'd be some overlap. All gone.
Yeah, so there's nothing right now. In Survivor, we have the LexCorp gear set until the 15th of January, 2020. Phantom Zone is back for another 2 weeks. Fight 62 is still broken.
And last weekend's breakthrough was, as expected, Raven, Superman, and Arkham Knight, just as we mentioned in our last recap. So next weekend, the one coming up, should be Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, and Martian Manhunter, based on the known schedule and rotation. And Devlin16 on Reddit was good enough to document it and have a list for everybody to see. So that link is in the description to show you the full rotation.
Yeah, if you're looking for that. Moving on to the current glitches, just remember that every working glitch is explained in a video as part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video. We are Android only, so we're only able to confirm these glitches for Android. And let's start off with the significant not working glitches.
All right, so there is no working glitch for credits, and that we're willing to endorse. We always have to have that qualifier. So we talk about the reasons for this more in a previous episode of our P and Q and C and A and T. It was season 6, episode 9, and that's linked in the description and in the eye in the top right corner. The main reason is that we found the risk and danger of simultaneously being logged into one account on 2 devices is a risk for having your account banned.
Yeah.
And there is also no glitch for getting past multiplayer season rewards repeatedly. There is no glitch that we've been able to reproduce for getting multiplayer season rewards. Did I say early or repeatedly?
You said repeatedly last time.
Okay, so early because people have been reporting either that they've recognized that they get it early, or that what sounds like maybe they don't realize it, where they finish the season and they don't get it, probably because early on in the season they triggered the reward when their rank was not high enough to actually get anything useful.
Yep. And there's no glitch to get through the Phantom Zone quickly, and the free energy without having to watch the video glitch is gone because the button itself is gone. So you can't watch videos the normal way, and you can't skip watching the videos.
Right.
Moving on to the working glitches. The glitch to let you play Phantom Zone repeatedly is still working. We use it to both avoid the 50 nth metal cost for the replays that you get, and also to, play more than the natural 3 plays that you would normally get.
Right.
The challenge reset method that requires Google Play Cloud Save is still working. That's confirmed on the current Ame-Comi Catwoman challenge, and we mentioned these together because if you do one, you're doing both, so be ready to reset your progress on both when you want to reset on either.
Right. And just a little bit of news. We've cut and pasted a comment from viewer Jonathan Yang. It's in the description. It's on a method for resetting the challenge on an iOS device that requires uninstalling and reinstalling it. So if you're adventurous and you're on iOS, you might want to try it.
Yeah.
But we can't.
It's
we
a little
can't tell
extra
you what,
work.
Yeah. We just don't. We don't have an iOS device to test it.
Yeah, so there we go. The breakthrough glitch to let you play it repeatedly is still working. We've cut and pasted into the description a comment there too, with a potential solution for people who are having trouble playing extra breakthroughs. We can't confirm whether this works since we're not having the same problem, but you can check that out for yourself if you want to. The airplane mode / refund glitch is still working. That's good for packs with random drops and last laugh tickets. It doesn't work in the Phantom Zone because the Phantom Zone requires an online connection, although it might work if you're on iOS. Some people had talked in the past about doing that potentially. Right. Time shifting still works in Android for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. As always, return your clock back to normal before you finish.
Right. And that leaves us with our final sort of not a working glitch, but also not a not working glitch. The promotion glitch that would let you promote characters that were still locked in your store. The conditions have not reappeared, so we've not been able to test it since update 2.14. But it also hasn't failed us yet.
Yeah.
So because we are pedants, if we are nothing else, it is not a failed glitch, but we will remove it from the active or the working glitch playlist once it has failed us for the first time under circumstances where it should have been working.
And there we go. To finish up, we'd like to give a huge thank you to everybody who is supporting us on Patreon. That's Console Peasant and Edwoon, who are supporting us at the top tier Last Word. We have Shawn, Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Maule, and Michael DeVries, who are supporting us on the credited tier. And we have Chris Wolff at the gratitude tier. Thanks so much for your support, and thanks so much to all of you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.